Welcome to a day in the life of Woody. We got a bunch of stuff going on today. I gotta make payroll, that's on my mind. It's Hope's prom, so that's a pretty big thing. There's things to do around the house. And I don't know, I feel like today's a busy day. We got a lot to cook, so let's get going. Oh, first thing, I'm gonna clean up because I just woke up and I'm on camera and I'm trying to look my best for whatever that is. All right, so I don't even have a schedule for today, yet somehow I feel behind schedule. I live in a hurry. I have something to do all the time. Let's go. And at Painkiller already and WoodyCraft, all the money tends to come to me, and then I pay everybody. The details of that are not your concern, but it is like a pressure on me. Like I don't feel complete right now because I feel like I'm in debt, and then I owe these people their money. So I'm gonna get that done, and then I'm going to get Painkiller ready. When you upload to YouTube, you can upload public, which is pretty common, unlisted, and scheduled. But there is no option that I really want, which is like unlisted for now, scheduled later. When you upload something as scheduled, it's private, and we have this like pay level at Patreon where people get early access to the video, and so if I were to make it scheduled, then they wouldn't be able to watch it in the meantime. So anyway, I have to like get it ready, put the annotations on it. I usually don't put any ads on the PKA video until it goes public, so the Patreons watch it ad-free. Nice little bonus for them. So anyway, I've got to get Painkiller already up. I've got to get people paid. Let's do office stuff. I never know quite what to do with the thumbnails on PKA. Like, we used to just use like a random still from during the show until Quibblecop told me, like, Woody, he's like, for branding it's fine, but you're not really going to attract anybody new with, just some random snippet. So we went through a couple iterations, and I think our thumbnails are pretty attractive now. And of course, the point of the thumbnail is to both to I don't know, like pimp the video a little bit, make you interested in watching it, and it's supposed to inform. I try to be pretty honest with my thumbnails about what you'll find in the video. So something about this one just seems attractive to me. I feel like I did a good job. There was a little bit of Game of Thrones talk. Harley killed it in Game of Thrones talk. On the right, he told this story in PKA about repetitive penis wounds that he gets, which was hilarious. And that's what the teddy bear on the right is supposed to represent. It's in the title too. And then of course Harley, I feel like he's such a draw that I made him front and center on the thumbnail. Anyway, that's what goes through my head as I do this sort of thing. It's part of my day in the life. Need to do annotations, put this thumbnail on the video, then make it public. All right, I just got pretty much all my office work done. I still have to finish my taxes, but everybody's paid. Painkiller Ready's up. Right after I put PKA up, I checked my Twitter and I saw this. So it's a funny thing to have people waiting on you. When I first read it, I guess because it had the word shit in it, I was like, well, that's not very nice. And then as I read it some more, I'm like, Woody, take a breath, man. He's not giving you a hard time. He says, come on, man, drop that link. Like, how much nicer do you want him to say, hurry up, I'd really like to watch your video, right? That was a kind tweet. No, get your head right, silly. But, yeah, it's a weird, like, responsibility to have people anxiously awaiting your stuff. I guess I should be honored or thankful or whatever. Colin's here playing Minecraft.
Yep.
It's you guys have heard me talk a million times about how I really like having him next to me. Although I'll tell you, he's a loud talker.
Yeah.
He is a screamer. When he celebrates, and I won't say he rages. It's more like all man than real angry rage. But he does it loudly. He does it all loudly, and I'm like, if I'm today's like repetitive stuff. Payroll, putting Painkiller already up, stuff like that. It's not that big a deal. When I'm like when I need to learn a new task to complete my task, then his screaming next to me is like, it's like, I'm trying to learn, man. Like, this is a terrible learning environment with him playing games. But whatever. I don't know what time Hope has all her prom stuff to do, so it's just after 11 now. I don't know why I have it in my head that it's going to happen at like noonish. I don't think it is. I think, you know, maybe pictures and stuff are at 2. Anyway, we'll sort it all out and yeah, keep the day moving. So this is the downstairs half bath. This light fixture, we just never loved it. I don't know, I didn't care that much. I will admit that it kind of shines like right in your eyes. Like most bathroom lighting, the lights are up here and then they kind of shine down and you've got a mirror and everything. This one, because it's eye level, it kind of... oh, by the way, I have a new camera coming. I'm going to talk about that in a second. So it was always on our to-do list to kind of replace these light fixtures, but this one broke a while back, and it's taken me embarrassingly long to fix it. I think it broke, you know, over a month ago anyway. So I thought today would be a good day to swap those out. Now we were gonna put like overhead lighting here, and then like just rosettes to cover the holes there. I could even show them to you. Here, I'll do that. I'll show you what we were gonna do. All right, so thanks for holding the camera, Hope. My wife bought these fixtures. They were really expensive too. Like it's kind of a sore subject. And they were supposed to go like here, I guess, or something. But they were supposed to go here. But when we saw it, that obviously didn't work. They were just a lot bigger. She thought it was going to be a little thing. So then it was like, well, we could rewire it and put it up here. And I guess that's okay. But as she thought about it more and more, it's just not what she wanted. So put this down nicely. We have these things. We're gonna put these here. And it's still kind of like at you, maybe the light source, but it's this frosted glass and the light kind of goes up instead of forward. So we're hoping that that's better. And it will definitely be better than this. Come here, Hope do. Which, like I said, is broken. If you were to like look inside this, you'd see melted parts, and it's not repairable, so it needs to be replaced. And that's what we're gonna do soon. So, thanks. Oh, so I thought I'd tell you about my new camera. I'm sorry, I'm sure the audio in this room is terrible. This is an iPhone. It's what I've been using to do my stuff with for a while. And I don't know why I'm doing this in the window, or in the mirror. Hold on. There, that's better. The good thing about the iPhone is it has a decent microphone, this room aside, but it's a phone, right? So they have to put a good mic in there. If people sounded bad when they talked on their phone, then nobody would buy it. So it's not like they put the cheapest mic they can find in there, like sometimes they do with regular cameras. The downside is it's maybe a mic not meant to pick across the room. Definitely doesn't have like wind canceling built into it or anything like that. It doesn't have, the camera's not bad. Like, you know, phones compete on camera quality. It's one of the things that people look at when they buy. So they go, you know, all out to do the best camera they can, but image stabilization kind of sucks compared to what I'm buying. And I can't remember the model name. It's a Sony camcorder, but it's small. And the mic built into it is supposed to be really good. It has 5.1 surround sound built into it. And if that's not good, then I can mount a shotgun mic on top of it, which will probably be good too. It has image stabilization built into it, so I'm excited about that. It's 4K, which I may or may not use. The downside of 4K is on this camera, the image stabilization is not as good. And then of course on every camera, it takes longer to like process and render and edit and stuff like that. So when I look at like the leaders in the vlog space, like I guess I'm talking about Casey Neistat, he doesn't use 4K and it hasn't held him back at all. So I'm thinking that I might be happier with great image stabilization because I tend to do a lot of stuff on the move. I don't do a ton of tripod work. I may be happier with better image stabilization than 4K quality. We'll see as time goes on what we like. So maybe somebody's here. And yeah, oh, so I can't wait to get the new camera. It's gonna be like 1 to 2 weeks. And I'm thinking of vlogging more often. I guess I've been having fun, positive feedback on the videos. People clicking like, it makes me feel good. And I've been having fun with the editing. Like I've had like, I don't know, picking the songs, finding the cuts and stuff. If you go back 2 months, like the video would be an hour and a half long. And then the latest ones are like more like 30 minutes. Well, there's another hour of footage that I cut out or shrunk or sped up or something because I thought that the pacing of the video was better. And I think that I'm just going to continue to sort of, one of the things I did in Call of Duty is if I didn't feel like I was excited enough, if I wasn't hyped enough, if I didn't squeeze 9 minutes of video into a 7-minute video, new take. And I think that I should do that in the vlog space where like it's just like boom, 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 one interesting thing after another. And you know, if it's wildly successful and I'm like the country Casey Neistat doing like tractor shit and building buildings and whatever every day, then I'll get drones and whatever. More likely scenario, it just becomes a hobby, a profitable hobby, maybe that's a better description. And I enjoy doing it and you guys enjoy watching it. And we'll see where it goes. I also have youtube.com/Woody, which sometimes I think like maybe I'll move all the vlog stuff there for the people who love PKA but don't watch my vlogs. I don't know. But new camera inbound, 1 to 2 weeks, it said. I hope it's sooner. We'll see what I get. All right, so this house has 4 circuit breakers. There's 2 right here next to each other, and I'm sure it's gonna be one of these. I need to turn the power off to the bathroom right next to me. I'm not sure where it is. The trouble is these labels, a lot of them are out of date. I don't know how well you can read it, but like, well, okay, here's one. It said bedroom receptacles and they crossed it out and put pool, but I don't have a pool. Well, I will, but I don't now. So what's that all about? I'm pretty sure the roof fan's not a thing anymore either. And like mudroom, somewhere, one of these says mudroom. Here it is, mudroom receptacles. We don't have a mudroom either. Like this house has had additions and stuff, so a lot of stuff's like crazy out of date. Anyway, let's try things. Den receptacles. No. Barn. No. The barn is on a separate like electrical bill thing or whatever. So the outside receptacles, they need to be reset. So den. No. Dishwasher. That was dishwasher. What's 10 supposed to be? The washer? Fridge stuff? No? No. God, I'm just doing this poorly. It's not going to be... Mudroom? I tried that already, right? Yeah. Hallway or entryway? Let's... So this has some like first floor... Wait, right side. Ready? Great.
This one, it's off. It was.
Now,
power has been.
If I'm lucky, this works. Yeah. Yay. See, doing YouTube, I've got this like mini sun here to light up the work while I do it. All right, so that was step 1. All right, so come in tight here. What I found was this thing was held into this like pirate ship mirror thing. By these 3 screws, like directly into the wood, and the I would just let's take the 3rd one out on purpose. The electrical doesn't really scare me at all, but the carpentry is going to be a bit more of a pain in the tuchus. These, by the way, are the braided ones. I don't like them as much. They're harder to. There, everything will be fine. But do you see this mounted with these 3 screws? And the new one mounts like a normal thing with like this should attach to electrical box. So we need to make this work with that. All right, come in tight here.
Okay.
So I'm just going to demonstrate what the problem is. I don't know exactly what this looks like in a normal box mounting, but I think this thing sits proud and then sort of gets bundled into the space that is here. But with it right on what we'll call the wall, these things don't stick through. So these decorative caps are supposed to screw onto this and hold it nicely, but it's not working. So we need to raid my garage for parts that might fix this.
Yeah.
All right, we're on our way to the garage. So we have these light switches with what I consider like electrical connectors and wah wah wah. All right, no joy. This is a card catalog. They existed before computers, and it's how you found books in a library. But you can get them cheap now because computers have replaced them. And I store, here, come with me. Like gabillions of different screws and things like that that might help us with our problem. Success. Is it actually longer? Butterfingers. It is actually longer. That might solve our problem. If not, I have some.
Suspense is overwhelming.
Isn't it? I got one in the wrong compartment. I don't want that. So I'll need at least two. But I also have this. Is it the same? I think it should be the same size. Unless I'm disorganized, which I don't want to be. And it appears that we only have two sizes. Let's bring this whole thing. Let's go. Oh, are we still recording?
Yeah, man. It's a day in your life, not a day in your moment. Close the door, Colin.
Can we turn the light off, Hanson? All right, shut the door all the way and turn the light off. All right, love your bunches. Okay. Wow, we're really doing this real time? And I have children in tow.
Yeah.
Don't touch the camera, woman. Hands off. And no hands hover. He's like this. Like all around her. Stop being an annoying 12-year-old. All right.
I'm trying desperately to get good footage. And he's over here tickling the armpits of my subject.
All right. I'm almost convinced Colin that parents aren't ticklish at all by completely resisting the urge to giggle. I'm hoping that he just like gives up and it starts. Yeah, see, if you just don't react at all, tickling parents doesn't work. Here, look that way. So, Colin, get off the camera. Jackie comes to save the day.
No, nothing, I'm just cleaning.
Oh, now he's not hovering over me.
What?
He's a hoverer.
He was kind of doing the annoying little brother thing.
Oh, he doesn't do that.
Did she say he doesn't do that?
He does do that.
Oh, okay. Someone's in complete denial. Alright. Alright, so this is a little tricky. I worry about dropping it, and I'm not... I think it'll just drop straight down and there won't be a problem. But I don't want to test that theory either. I'm sure I'm blocking the camera. I'm sorry, everybody. Did I get it? I think I got it. Let's see if this is going to work. Just tuck out of the way for now, please. Yeah, I feel like that is going to work.
You're so surprised.
This will be a handsome light fixture. Let's wire it up. Cut. All right, so now we're going to wire up our wires. This one's stranded, by the way. You see how this one's solid and this one's stranded? When they're stranded, it's super easy to sort of twist them before you put the wire nut on them. And my fingers are stopping the nut from screwing. And that's one. And that's two. Now I need to tuck all this stuff in here. I think there's enough space like in this cavity to hold things. I'm gonna make this extra tight. Oh, here we go.
It's not a visually interesting picture.
It's not. I see. To me, this is the most visual. Oh, because I wasn't screwing at the time. Yeah. All right.
Making it more visually interesting.
Well, you took a class on this, right?
Taking a class on it.
What is it? What is the name of the class that you're taking?
Video production.
Oh, see, that seems like it'd be really handy for something like this.
That it is.
Fight. I know, I'm doing the far screw. Should be doing the close one.
Well, that's your one right now, so you got this.
This is not my good hand. I have a good hand and a bad hand. Some people forget that.
I forget that often.
My wife always forgets that I have a hand injury. I'm hoping that I can somehow, like...
Do you need help?
Make it stick out a little further. I feel like it won't quite grab. See, I'm trying to screw this onto there, and the top of it is like just so. Maybe if I loosen this side, I don't know. It's just a couple threads from, wait. It grabbed. Fight. All right.
And we have light fixture.
Pretty sure that goes on next. This thing holds the glass on. Stay right there. I love LED bulbs. They turn on instantly. They don't blink, that like humans can see. They last for like 20 years and they use less electricity. So I'm particularly fond of these. I'm not sponsored by them, but these Cree bulbs, because when they're off they look weird, but when they're lit, the light doesn't just come from the top like they do with other LED bulbs. All right, circuit breaker. You can stay there. I'll be right there.
Okay. Suspenseful.
Wah. How can... No! Wait. There we go. I was like, I know how to do this. And then I see there's like a sticker or something here that I'll need to pull out. But okay, that's one. We'll do two. We going?
Yeah.
Do you have the both for the grand reveal? That's the vent. Yay! I think it's better. I don't know. I kind of like the crazy pirate ship thing going on, but it's way like better on your eyes. It doesn't. It's a much more pleasant place to be now. So we got a thing done. All right, come in.
Wow, you were right.
She does this. She's very good. I can do anything, and I'll be like, honey, look. And you know how you're supposed to react when you open a Christmas present? Like, oh, thanks, just what I wanted. She does that for me all the time. Every time I do something around the house.
The thing was that you were right. The frosted glass, it makes it a lot easier, and you didn't have to put them up here.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera captured it right, but something about a bare light bulb through bare glass.
Oh, it was painful.
Yeah.
Gave you a migraine.
When we were buying the house, it like, you even just in minutes, we were like, no, this one's maybe not perfect. But the frosted really is makes him a more pleasant place to exist.
Yes.
So, well, I'll clean up.
Next, the sink.
Cut. All right, so we're about to go outside and split wood. We split some wood off camera before, so we're kind of running out of places to put it all. I think I might have got too much free wood. I swear, this is the last time that I will talk about Colin's boots, but he's wearing them, so something new. Here, check out these bad boys. And they're protective. This is his bad foot, this is his good foot. You can see, stop moving. He's cut some wood already with it, and he dropped logs on this one and didn't even know about it. So, he's safe. At last, I don't have to worry too much about his feet. Now we need to worry about his fingers, as you'll see. All right, so I'm back in my truck into position. It's hard to tell, but I'm driving. And Colin's in the golf cart. He's gonna bring that thing. The truth is, we don't need the golf cart for this job, but it's handy because like it has the work gloves in it. It has this in it and that in it. And I don't even know what those things will be. But it seems like whenever I try a job without the golf cart, I'm like, man, I wish I had this or that. So now we just bring it around and it's cool. All right, so we got most of the stuff into position. I really like my barn doors. This used to be a job so hard, just opening these doors, that like I was the only guy in the family that could do it. And now it's pretty straightforward. Do you remember how to get it? Oh, he's got the key. Awesome. Wrong side, handsome. Thank you. Wrong side.
Oh, yeah.
He went to the wrong side of the tractor. But that's not a problem. Glow plug. Glow plug. Diesels take a second. There we go. You ready?
Yep.
Sorry about the camera. I'm distracted. Move it into position here. Now, just back it in. That's about as close to the truck and the wood and everything as we can get. right, so we made some progress. I'll show you. Some of the wood went in the big stack, but most of it went on this crate. I feel like I'm not showing it very well because of the shadow. Maybe I can do better. That kind of shows it. So I get that, like, right in this section, there's probably not the airflow that there could have been. And I swear, it looks like a decent stack to me, but in the camera, it looks like a terrible stack. Whatever. So, more. We're running out of room to put stuff. These two in the middle are shorter than the others. Maybe I can kind of show you. So we can put them there. But the fact is, we have more wood than we have space. So we got to figure something out. Maybe I'll keep some of the big rounds as just rounds and split them later because they store nicely as rounds. I don't know. But anyway, it's enough wood for today. Piece by piece, we're making progress. All right, it's super windy today. This is the driveway.
Oh, I don't know about.
There's a plastic bin. I'm trying to get you guys out of the wind. There's a plastic bin at the end of the driveway, and Colin's taking us there. Badly. Where's the end of the driveway, Colin?
That way?
That way.
Oh!
Oh! Come on. So,
This way?
you see it?
That way?
You see it?
Yep.
Ah, this wind must be terrible. That was it. It's super windy out, so we're trying to... come on, Colin, take us back. My next camera has some sort of anti-wind noise. I hope it works. All right, all crazy hair aside, we managed to park into the garage. Soon, we're gonna do a new floor in the stable, and then when that happens, I'm gonna get my woodworking equipment back up and running. But that's gonna take a concrete floor, and it's gonna take a lot of electrical work, so it's a lot of work, but we'll do it. So, the Philadelphia Flyers just made the playoffs, so that's cool. If I'm really lucky, the St. Louis Blues, who did great this preseason, that's Mirka Durka or Taylor's team. If I'm lucky, they will get knocked out the first round like they always do. And if I'm extra lucky, the Flyers will make it to the second round. So I hope that happens. If it does, I'm going to talk mad smack to Taylor. His team is definitely better this year. But hey, we're all in the playoffs now. Let's see how this goes.
Yes.
All right. So I am a half-decent photographer, actually. I feel like I've got the mechanics down, but not the guidance. Oh, less chit-chat. Are you cold?
Your daughter's cold. It's gonna turn purple.
I already am purple.
Aren't you something? Okay, hold on. I want more bokeh.
Make me pretty.
Ready, set. You are pretty.
So here's Hope in her dress. There you go. It's purple in case, I don't know, they can't tell.
I think they've got more issues if they can't tell that this is purple.
More Hopi. Can I get you? Yeah.
Sometimes I forget I'm recording.
You still recording this whole time?
I'm sure they love it.
All
Watch
right.
him take pictures of her.
This is crap. Are you doing crap? All right, hold on. Let me just go to a manual exposure. Brighten this thing up.
It's cold. She's really turning colors.
Yeah, well,
We should have heaters on out here or something.
let me see what.
Better?
Yes.
There's the shots. There we go.
This is good.
Work the camera.
Wow. Did you know your dad's got this kind of stuff? I know it's your prom, really, it's my day, I think. All right, guns.
Okay. One gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
Here
we
we
have a
go.
little bit of context that I'm literally only doing this for him?
Yeah,
Wait,
last
let me
year
see
she
you.
had these like prom like 007 gunshots, and in the end they turned out kind of fun, I thought. So
Fun.
This is how we're getting it, you know. Show your next, you know, your husband.
exactly. That one's not a keeper.
That one's totally a keeper. It shows my actual.
Are you supposed to point a gun at anybody? Even unloaded gun?
For what it's worth, all camera, I literally did triple check to make sure that it was all right.
Someone's a bit of a paparazzi.
I know.
Just saying.
You know, you never know which one's gonna be the magic shot.
Can I stop holding this?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Are we done?
Are there any other shots you wish you had?
No. I feel like she's cold and late.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's it.
There's a cape in this outfit.
Of course there's a cake.
Play airplane.
Why? I am flying.
I'll accept.
I'm that fly.
Yeah, I was gonna. Can you
Wait.
run with the arms and? All right, I'll take
I'm
it.
dragging the dress on the ground. I can't do the. I can't
I'm
fly
sorry,
away.
filming.
I'm just digging that there is a cape. One more time. Nice.
Where's the other one?
You look like some sort of
On the
Darkwing Batwoman kind of thing.
I'm Batgirl.
Batgirl? Alright.
Batgirl, what?
Well, it's the end of the day. Mostly, Hope's not home yet, so when she's home, my day will really be done. I never know how to end these. Did I say that already? I did. This happened today. So there was a PKA subreddit thread. If you guys don't know, everyone knows Reddit, I think. But there's a PKA subreddit, which is partly for fans of the show, but it's also become a place where people just talk about YouTube and drama and, I don't know, stuff. So they were talking, for some reason, about, like, the families that Kyle, Taylor, and I came from. And I forget, I think they were talking about wealth or something like that. The privilege that that we grew up with. And I think there was this notion that I came from the wealthiest family or something like that. I think in reality, Taylor and Kyle both lived like a more lavish lifestyle. Like Taylor moved houses at one point. I got the impression there were pools at both of them. I know his father is real professionally successful. Kyle's father is also. And Kyle just always seemed to have like cars, like new car. When he got old enough to drive, and he had ATVs and guns and gifts and stuff. And I never had it much like that. I did have a used jet ski that broke down every time we took it out, but that to me also feels pretty cool. But I think what I did have that I appreciate more as an adult than I did as a kid is two parents that loved each other and loved their kids. And I never really questioned that. I never had to question that. I've joked so much about their legendary sex life, but it was just like that stability is a nice platform from which to launch yourself, into the rest of your life. And I think that my kids are in the same position where they never really have to question, that Jackie and I love each other and that we love our children, and that's a way bigger deal than like the house that you grew up in or any of that other stuff. There's food on the table, there's love in the house. That's why I think I came from. That was my big privilege, I'd say. It wasn't like, I remember my dad stopped paying for my college because I bought a motorcycle, and he was like, "What? If you've got money for that?" You know, and also he just didn't approve of it. He didn't want me to have a motorcycle. Money was one way in which he exerted control, and that was kind of I guess, the time when I broke free to some extent. But I don't know how I got on this topic. I just got to talking. Yeah. So when you become parents, maybe it'd be a good thing if maybe your kids might value the same thing that I did. You know, just know that the parents love each other and the parents love the kids. Food on the table, and you got most of it done. So I bumped my computer. So anyway, that's a day in the life of me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you made it this far, click like. I would appreciate that. And have a nice day.